Hey YouTube, in this vlog video, I spent a couple days in Zion National Park in southern Utah in the southwest United States. An absolutely breathtaking, beautiful place. Able to do some hiking, gonna see some petroglyphs and pictographs and some other types of cool kind of artifacts left by the Anasazi, or as they're generally known now, the ancestral Puebloan people. So hopefully you like this. Stay tuned for getting more vlog videos from some of my trip. It's just a little bit of behind the scenes stuff. This isn't the final product that we set out to do. This is just little vlog clips to, I don't know, just get you a little bit of glimpse and keep you seeing a little bit of the stuff that we were doing on this trip to hopefully create a short little documentary that will be focusing on kind of the history of the southwestern United States, specifically with those Anasazi people and some of the sites that they have. So anyway, just a little bit of mix of some kind of vacationing, adventuring, some research, and some exploration there. So hope you enjoy it. All right, we're day 2 in our travels for our first field trip as we're heading down to some areas, hopefully of some historical significance throughout kind of the American Southwest, specifically in southern Utah. We're still making our way down south, but we're stopping for a couple days near Zion's National Park, a true geographical wonder. But all surrounding this region, there were Native American tribes dating back to, thousands of years BC, and then all the way through the Columbian era that lived in, these types of areas. And so we're stopping here. So we're gonna, look at some great historical locations on this trip that we're on, and then also just cool geography. So we'll keep checking in, but I don't know, I'm excited. Hopefully you are too, to hopefully see the final product eventually. Now, you're really, in those high respect levels, you really come to respect, those high-end geography and historical researchers, by how they live. And I'm sure at part of their trip, those Nat Geo guys, they stayed in a cabin like this, okay, whatever. But I think as part of it, to really enter that next level of dangerous adventuring research is when, with roughing it with your cabin, you also make sure to play some mini golf. True sign of extreme wilderness research. Oh geez, I think we are getting up there. We are high. Mini and future history fans right here. They come in all species. All right, it's getting real now. Zion's National Park, known for its awesome red cliffs, narrow slot canyons, but also was an area that different Native American groups frequented and held a lot of kind of spiritual and cultural significance as well. So we're going to be exploring this more too.
Look, I don't know if it's goats or deer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Do you see him?
Here.
Yeah, see, we need to get down.
Go look right now.
This one.
Oh, you see him?
More
Here they
interested in
are.
how to get to that slot canyon because it's really cool.
More history fans. All right, pro tip. If you're ever trying to find maybe undiscovered or only very little discovered petroglyphs or something like that, you want to go over the overhangs, the rock overhangs, because obviously they understood that these areas would be protected, and if you needed to carve something or paint something very important, you put it in this kind of place. So anytime you see something like this, if you're out and about, take a second look. Whoa, we are getting high. So here in Zion National Park, there's a lot of nicknames for a lot of the formations in this big canyon. This is called, zooming in here at the very top there, is called the West Temple. That structure up there almost looks like a temple of some kind. Now if you pan out to right here, this is called the Altar of Sacrifice. Now if you can see right in the middle of the frame, it looks like there's almost a blood streak coming down where that gets that name. So it's where the yeetings took place. All right, pro geology tip from a history teacher. You know how southwest United States is known for their awesome arches, right? Well, have you ever seen one when it's not quite an arch, a baby infant arch? Come Jack back here in I don't know, a few million years or something, you might have one. They all started like this one day. It's always important in life, especially when you're hiking, to know what's in front of you. Whoa! Close. I'm no expert on ancient Native American pictographs, but I'm a little suspicious about these ones.
They made it real easy for us.
Oh, but at least they were kind enough to show us where the actual ones are. The site that is now Zion's National Park in Utah in the United States is a beautiful canyon that has had human inhabitants at least 7,000 years ago. Those people historically have now been called the ancient Puebloans, or Anasazi, which is the term that the Navajo gave them. But anyway, in places like this with the in these canyons would have been trails used by those different tribes, and in the specifically the darker black rock is where you are far more likely to find surviving and well seen, very visible petroglyphs. Dating techniques in petroglyphs like this are nearly impossible to date. They're still hoping for better techniques, but as you can see, this could range many centuries here. But here you're looking at petroglyphs, again, from ancient Puebloans or Fremont Anasazi, depending on the terminology you're using. Let's see what else we got here. These people didn't have writing systems, so it's difficult to understand a lot of culture when you go back potentially millennia, because you're left virtually with what they left behind, basically garbage, pieces of pottery, but you do have this kind of stuff, which again would be very symbolic for them and maybe be markers, historical religious significance, but this field still is very much wide open. So maybe you can be the people that can really get into dating these and identifying the peoples. That's your challenge. End of the road.
Oh, sorry, I felt too appropriative. I can't do it anymore. That's as much.
All right, hitting the trails. Deeper you go, the better the stuff is.
Dude, come back and sit here. I think I did it here once in the summer.
so we've been hiking all day, looking for awesome, historically significant places, but we ran out of land to travel because we just came across this. End of the road. All right, I hope you liked that video of some of my adventuring out there on this trip. That was at Zion's National Park. So look out for the next vlog as I'm continuing on this little journey there. Hopefully you'll get to start to see more of the final product. This is just little kind of random little clips of kind of our adventuring and stuff, and stay tuned down the stretch because I got to do a lot of editing and all that stuff, and I'm new to that kind of things of putting together a lot of other types of clips and doing voiceovers and that kind of stuff. So hang with me on that one, and just keep up following the channel, and you'll see more updates as this project keeps going. All right, see you next time.